How's it going, boys, girls, and squirrels, and welcome back to another episode of Good Omens. What's going on right now? The plot is in full swing, and John's hams are in full jiggle, and I'm still nowhere closer to understanding why. It's funny how you often don't really know what a show's formula is until you get to its second or third season, and that's definitely the case with Good Omens. It wasn't until I started this second season that I realized that at the core of this show is a mystery. Season 1 was full of mysteries. Why is the apocalypse coming? How do we stop it? Why do God and Satan both want it to happen? And this season also has a mystery at its core, and that is, why has Gabriel shown up on Aziraphale's doorstep completely naked? It's just funny because even though I was aware of the mysteries and the intrigue in season 1, I didn't realize until this season that, like, oh yeah, if you're to make multiple seasons of Good Omens, there should be, like, a new mystery. It's a mystery show. I just found that interesting. I don't really have much else in way of an intro. Let's just get into it. Is this one shop called Give Me Coffee or Give Me Death? Or two separate stores? Because if that's the case, what does Give Me Death sell? Spicy peppers and coffins?
Oh, that's nice. Somebody's got a sense of humour or an interesting kink. Either way, puts a smile on your face.
Wild of her to look at this old-timey sanitation worker and be like, wow, that's a horny individual.
Open up, please.
Super cool of this show to make a very famous, very copyright-protected song the main focal point of this season. Thanks for that, guys.
Hello. What's all this then?
Good morning, officer.
Yes, exactly.
Something about her hat being completely white makes me viscerally uncomfortable for some reason. She looks like she's made out of white chocolate. She looks like a D&D miniature before you paint it. You know, like this looks like a 3D printed woman.
I thought you probably were.
Did you? Really? Oh, wonderful. Well, you're right.
Man, people sure are a lot happier now that the apocalypse isn't happening anymore. Everyone's just in a great mood this season. Gabriel, this woman. It's amazing what thwarting the end of the world will do to a vibe.
I think I'll just look at mine for a while.
As you please.
Great.
Who is this adorable little Monopoly piece, and where did she come from? I love how Aziraphale is, like, nowhere close to buying that she's a real police officer. Like, why is she here? Is she here to spy on him?
That's my name.
Of course it is. First visit to Earth, is it, by any chance?
I love all of this. I love them being like, well, we'll just let her be a cop for a bit. What harm could it do? Like, they just want to see where it goes.
Obviously, I've been here for like 200 years.
Yeah, no, that checks out. That's a standard human age for a woman in her 30s.
What is that angel doing here?
Jim is in his bedroom upstairs. I told him bookshops are always closed on a Wednesday. As for...
Why did you tell him that? Gabriel definitely did something to piss him off on a Tuesday, and Aziraphale was just like, you know what? Tomorrow, just stay in your room. Just stay in your room all day. Wednesdays are stay in your room days.
How many times they could have brought someone back from the dead?
I am very much afraid that angel out there will establish very quickly that I lied to heaven about thee.
Oh my god, that's right. This is the angel heaven sent to verify his miracle. So now Aziraphale has to prove that he made Nina and the coffee shop worker fall in love with each other. Got it. Fully caught up now.
We humans of Earth have a saying. You can only tell if people are in love by waiting a few days, because humans are weird and that's how it works.
Yep, classic human saying. I got that same phrase tattooed onto my ribs.
But I just needed to ask you about your love life. Get out.
Ma'am, I will have you know that you are speaking to a federal member of the Smooch Police. And if you fail to comply with any and all of her questioning, you will be taken to Cuddle Court.
From the confidential journals of Aziraphale, volume 603.
Very dainty handwriting. Very demure. Well done, Aziraphale. I always wonder for scenes like this if they get in, like, a handwriting expert double. There's no way Michael Sheen just coincidentally has the handwriting of an actual angel, right? Like, they definitely hire in some freelance writer for this.
A statue of the supreme archangel himself.
Am I the only one who thinks this looks nothing like John Hamm? I do have borderline face blindness, though, to be fair. Like, I'm constantly thinking people I see in public are people I know, and 98% of the time I am incorrect.
Well, depending on your point of view. You say potato, I say excellent. My side are gonna love a spot of booty snatching.
Why is Crowley, like, trying out a Scottish accent? I like the idea of Crowley trying out new accents and characters every 100 years or so just to keep things fresh. But also, I just realized that Crowley's constantly changing appearance may be more intentional and more important to his character than I realized. Crowley's this fallen angel who wants to commit to the idea that he's this evil demon, but can't stop himself from doing good deeds. And so he's very confused and divided on who exactly it is he wants to be. And it's cool that extends to his appearance as well. Aziraphale has his whole life figured out. He loves being an angel. He wants to be an angel for the rest of eternity. It's sick. It's his favorite thing. Meanwhile, Crowley doesn't know who he is, what he is. He doesn't even know what he wants his look to be.
All I know is there's a surgeon in Newington who'll give me a great big wad of cash for a fresh body like that one.
But you don't have to do this. You could be a bookseller.
I don't know why we're grilling this impoverished woman for selling corpses and not the surgeon who's buying them from her. I don't know, if you ask me, that guy's a little more fucked up than she is. At least she needs the money.
Hi.
What's in the barrel, hen?
What? Come on, what barrel? I don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, that barrel! You mean my corpse barrel? Oh, relax, there's nothing bad inside of it. I mean, unless corpses are all of a sudden bad, They are.
And you'll never go to bed hungry?
You're going to hell, hen.
Quite right.
Jesus Christ, that was sad. Also, I hated Aziraphale swooping in like, "You're going to hell, hen?" You darn tootin'.
Ah, but no, that's the good bit. The lower you start, the more opportunities you have. So Elspeth here has all the opportunities.
That's so good. I really like that. That's such a fucked way of looking at things, but in a way that I completely buy that Aziraphale thinks is okay. This is like watching a Nepo baby explain how they struggled just as much, if not more, than the rest of us. Like, yeah, I believe that you believe that, but it doesn't make what you're saying sound any less stupid.
We're getting along terribly well together.
You realize I can feel when you drive the Bentley under the speed limit?
Weird that Crowley was like, "Nobody drives my car. I want it to stay in mint condition." And now he's bullying Aziraphale into speeding.
My car is not yellow. It has never been yellow. It is not going to start being yellow now. Change it back.
But it's pretty. If you
Let the man drive his pretty yellow car. What is he doing wrong? You didn't want him crashing your car, so he's driving under the speed limit. You didn't want him driving your car, so he changed it into a different one. There's no pleasing you.
I think it happens when objects are pulled together. In this case, they're all pulled downwards because the Earth is the largest thing around.
Why?
I don't know why, but I'm so hyped to see Crowley give John Hamm a thorough lesson in gravity. I could watch Crowley explain the history of sand to John Hamm and I'd still be entertained. I would've went to Harvard if David Tennant was the one teaching my high school classes.
But it doesn't stay where I put them. It goes down. Except for flies, they go up.
Dude, I fucking knew this fly was important, I just don't know why yet. What were you doing with those legs, buddy? I know he's a surgeon. But you can't perform surgery on just legs. Your knee's been giving you trouble, has it? Yeah, well, might as well pop these babies off and take a look.
I don't like it any more than you do, Dr. McPhail. The trouble is, there are never enough murders.
Dog, I have been saying this for years. There are like 8 billion people on the planet. That's too many. Where are all the murderers at, huh? Let's pick up the pace here.
Murderers get hanged. No one cares if we cut up murderers.
Excellent idea. More murders. I'll drink to that.
Okay, clearly he and I were going in very different directions. I should have let him finish talking before I went on my tirade.
Well, in my professional opinion, that Seems to be...
The fuck is that, a necromorph? Why does it look like a hand grenade the Flood would use in Halo 2?
I removed this tumor from a 7-year-old boy.
That was in a 7-year-old boy? It's the size of his fucking heart!
If we can't cut, we can't learn. If we can't learn more, a lot more, then how on earth are we going to win the battle against monsters?
I get that you're rattled, but please do not hug this little boy's tumor.
I'm just here to get the skinny lowdown on that mysterious song that played itself on your establishment's jukebox.
Oh, he's here for the scoop! He's coming in with that big extra, read all about it energy.
Most ingenious. You trip this wire, and then...
Jesus Christ, what an intense grave robbing deterrent. I feel like a graveyard's purpose should be to house dead bodies, not create new ones. Like, how is it legal to set up Dr. Seuss themed booby traps at your public gravesite? Look, I know they were literally grave robbing, but this still seems excessive. This is like beating a man to death for jaywalking.
I will brook no... what are you...
Wild that Aziraphale kind of killed this woman. Like, not directly, but if he didn't melt this woman's corpse and then encourage them to go get more, she never would have gotten shot.
Well, what if you fetch the cart?
Oh, what an incredible idea! Never before have I seen somebody turn life's lemons into lemonade in such an efficient manner. This woman saw a stone and was immediately like, bring me a couple of birds.
But I'll give you 5.
You're gonna kill this guy for being a savvy businessman?
Blood money. And what are you going to spend it on? Gin?
Oh, never mind. Kill this guy for being a condescending prick. This guy's like those dudes who subscribe to like a dozen OnlyFans models and then spend most of their time belittling and bashing them online. It's like, if you're paying for the service, how are you gonna disrespect the person providing it to you? This is actually turning out to be an incredibly well-written episode, though. Because at first it started off kind of generic and cliche. You know, it was like, oh, Aziraphale doesn't want her to sell corpses, but then has a change of heart because he finds out they're being sold for a good cause. And then he learns that there are moral gray areas in certain things. And it's like kind of a lesson I feel like I've already seen Aziraphale go through like several times before. Like, it was all super simplistic. But if she kills this guy, that will complicate things like tenfold in such an interesting way. Because the only reason Aziraphale is okay with her stealing bodies is because this guy is buying them for medical research. But if she kills him, then that motivation goes away. But also, he's exploiting and abusing the poor, so maybe killing him is for the best. That's like exactly what this episode and this writing needs, is some form of like cyclical conundrum where neither option is the good option. Because before, right, it was like helping her steal these bodies to sell to this guy was like an objective good. He's using the bodies for medical research, which will like further the advancement of medicine. There was no real like gray area to explore. There was no real moral dilemma. This would create one.
I'm so sorry about your friend.
It happens. People die.
Yeah, not usually in such a specific and cartoonish way, though.
So we can all toast wee Morag. We'll toast her, then I'm going. And you can use this money to bury me somewhere where no ghouls will ever dig me back up again.
Oh, damn it, I thought she was gonna go poison the doctor. That would have been so much better for all of the reasons I just listed. If you want to kill yourself, just go walk around in the graveyard for a little bit. I'm sure you'll spring somebody's booby trap.
No more dying. Dying is just it's just wrong.
Is Crowley dying? He took a shot of poison and then turned into every barn animal at the same time.
Don't you dare step on me! I see you!
And then a leprechaun. Was a suicide getting a little dark for people? This show is just like, hey, this episode's kind of turning into a bummer here. Maybe we should just have Crowley do a couple of bits to kind of level things out a bit.
Me? How much, Dr. McFall?
About 90 guineas.
The fuck's a guinea? I didn't realize it until just this moment, but I have no fucking idea what Scotland's currency system is. Is 90 guineas a lot? Is it like 90 bucks approximately? That's always so fun. I love like learning about different countries and cultures' currency. I don't know why. I just always like the names they have. Toonies and loonies kind of piss me off. That's Canada's currency. Toonies and loonies. But I like the Danish krono. Krono's probably my favorite. I don't know many others other than like pounds and such, and dollars, of course.
And I did ask nicely.
Oh, I'm so scared.
What will you do? You say no.
He's just asking to use your phone. You can super say no. Everybody thinks Aziraphale is threatening them for some reason. Like, he just politely asked to use this guy's phone, and the dude's like, ooh, I'm so scared, big man. I, like, halfway through that was like, oh, put on a bit of an accent. And then I kind of just turned into Vegeta. Like, I didn't really do an accent. I just did a different man's voice.
Mostly I just use it for Twitter. And GRINDR.
Please explain to Aziraphale what GRINDR is. Please explain it to him in thorough detail and then sign him up for an account. It will change his life. I want this explanation infinitely more than I want to see Crowley explain gravity to John Hamm.
I'd like you to call the telephone in my bookshop, please. Phone? It's on my desk.
Weird that he knows how to use a rotary phone, but has no fucking idea how to use an iPhone. I get that they're not the same, and seeing an iPhone for like the first time must be a really shocking experience. But you gotta assume that they both use numbers, right?
We probably don't have what you're looking for, and we wouldn't sell it to you if we did.
I think I found some clues.
Oh, never mind. I guess if you rizz up an iPhone hard enough, it'll call whoever the hell you want.
I'm looking at it now.
Good job.
Oh. Do you really think so?
God, this guy needs GRINDR so badly. He is so desperate for male validation.
And then he killed himself. And they named a pub after him.
Humans, you can't let yourself get too attached.
No, I suppose not.
No, that's fair. We are, like, constantly killing ourselves. The ones that don't sort of just stop after 90 or so years. Sort of obnoxious that way.
Blessings be upon you. And your phone.
Oh, we just hit him with that LG family plan upgrade.
And Twitter and GRINDR, whatever they happen to be.
Tell him what GRINDR is, but keep him away from Twitter.
Okay, right. I can do right.
He's gonna make snakes fall from the sky or something horrible, isn't he? Nice, nice. Heavy on the rain, light on the snakes. Good job.
What a hard rain.
Nope, reel it in. The level of romance is not directly tied to the amount of rain, Crowley. It's kind of hard for people to feel intimate with each other when the sky is trying to waterboard them. Yeah, it's too much fucking water, Crowley. Nobody ever found their soulmate in the middle of a hurricane, my guy.
You know I can't step over the threshold.
Oh, shame I can't invite you in. You're welcome to look all you want from there.
What is she, a vampire? Dude, honestly, creatures that can't enter doorways without being invited in need to start carrying around more explosives. Don't have to be invited inside if inside doesn't exist. And that is episode 3 of Good Omens Season 2. I'm still nowhere closer to solving this mystery. I did like the grave robbing, like, subplot. I think I wrote it better, though, right? I know that's arrogant to say, but I think it kind of drops the ball. I really think if she ended up killing that doctor, you would have had so much to chew on. You would have had so much to talk about in your fucking philosophy class. But she doesn't, and it just kind of devolves into bits and their usual thing where they just kind of like bit their way into helping somebody morally. Except this time they killed a woman. But otherwise, I liked it. You know, even in its worst episode, I still enjoy watching Good Omens because the two leads are so enthralling. And on top of that, this season keeps adding really fun characters. It does stupid well. It does stupid lovability really well. I see somebody not liking how top-heavy this show is in how many stupid lovable characters there are. Nina's one of them. I hope I'm saying her name right. It's the record store woman. I hope that's Nina. She's dumb. John Hamm's dumb. Every angel, every demon, they're dumb. And then now we had the lieutenant constable. She's dumb. And I like it. Like I said, it's like low-key some of the best like content of the show. But I can see people being like, why are we running this bit over and over again? But they do it well. They run it very well. That girl's adorable. John Hamm's awesome whenever he's on screen. He was hardly on screen this episode. But I liked him getting a crash course in gravity. That was fun. Still don't know what the fly is. But I swear to God, it's the thing. Like, it's the answer. I don't know what it is, though. I think it's Beelzebub. I think Beelzebub is, like, scheming somehow. Like, John Hamm is Beelzebub's winter soldier or something. But as always, let me know in the comments what you thought of this video. Let me know what you thought of the episode, and I will see you guys next time.
Hold on to me, baby, won't you come a little